standard Amazon PPC won't scale a 7-figure brand. If you aren't using the advanced tactics like product targeting, category defense, you're losing revenue. Here are 3 strategies to grow your market share and protect your profits. These are the exact frameworks we use to help 7-figure brands smash through those growth plateaus and beat venture-backed aggregators at their own game. Now, if you have built a brand on the Amazon platform, you need to be paying attention to this. This is the defensive ASIN cross-targeting and cross-selling strategies. So here we are on a top bestseller in men's t-shirts, and they're not using this strategy, but I'm going to show you how you can. If you scroll down here, you'll notice that there's a lot of competitors. You don't own your search pages. Amazon does, and Amazon is selling real estate on your search pages to your competitors, and shoppers are clicking off of your product onto somebody else's and purchasing. So here we have a bunch of product carousels. Notice these are all sponsored placements. What's the one defensive strategy this brand is using? There's one at the top here that's also sponsored. The competitors are showing up everywhere. What can you as a brand do about it? You can run defensive ASIN targeting. How you do this is you can leverage sponsored product targeting, and you can leverage sponsored display product targeting to make sure that your other products show up on your product pages. So if they're clicking off onto something, it's yours. If you go here and you look at this store, this brand has a ton of other products that appeal to this same demographic. So if someone searches men's t-shirts and maybe they don't want your 6-pack of t-shirts, they just want one, you need to make sure that this is going to be shown to a shopper somewhere on your detail page so you don't have your competitors showing their flashy, cool videos and making the shopper want them instead. You want to keep them in your ecosystem. So if you are a brand on Amazon, if you have built a brand, if you have built an entire catalog of products and you're not losing this, you are losing out on shoppers. Roughly about 1/3 of shopping happens of shoppers just clicking around through detail pages and looking at the options. You want to make sure that your options are showcased to them front and center so you don't miss out on sales. This next strategy we call the organic lift bidding strategy. And if you're still stuck looking at ACoS, looking at ROAS, you're actually hurting your growth, and I'm going to show you why. So we actually have this tool that we built to help to forecast out with our brands. By the way, if you want to get it, link in the description. I'm going to showcase to you why focusing in on only ACoS is only part of the story, and why there's this other number that nobody else talks about that you should be paying attention to, because it's either helping you get profits or destroying your profits. And that is ad sale percentage. So most times when someone says, I need to grow, but I need to get profitability, they're not factoring in how many of their sales are coming from organic versus sponsored. Because what you want to be doing is making sure that your sponsored ads are set up to help grow your organic sales, which will grow your total sales, which means you don't have to be paying Amazon forever. You can win placements, you can get sales at pure profits without factoring in your ad spend. And that is through making sure that you are decreasing this number we call ad sale percentage. And I want to show you a scenario and where actually lowering your ACoS is going to be the wrong move, because what we really want to be doing is lowering our total ACoS. We want our spend to make up a lower and lower percentage of our total sales. We want our total sales to grow, but not have to just continuously spend ad dollars to grow sales. That's not where we want to be. How do we make sure that we're headed in the right direction? It's by lowering this ad sale percentage. So this is actually a forecast metric. And if I look at this here, my ACoS is already pretty low at 25%. And this is where a lot of brands come to us saying like, hey, we have really good ROAS, we have pretty good ad profitability, but we can't seem to break past this plateau. We can't figure out what's going on, why we can't grow. It's because your ad strategy is not set up in a way that's going to help you lower this ad sale percentage. So in this scenario, we have 70% of the total sales coming from ads. This is not a good place to be. At the minimum, we want this 50-50, but if you have built a very strong brand, this number can get even lower. But weirdly enough, it's oftentimes the brands that I see that are really strong that they're coasting off of that and they're not properly leveraging Amazon advertising to really drive the organic growth. And so they keep getting less and less profitable over time. So what we want to do is not lower our ACoS. We want to make sure that whatever ads we are spending on within this ACoS is going to lower our ad sale percentage. And I'm going to show you what this looks like in the total ACoS. So if I had the same ACoS, if I keep the same ad efficiency, but I simply, instead of 70% of my sales coming from ads, only 50% of my total sales were coming from ads, all of a sudden, my total ACoS goes from 17 to 12.5. That is a huge decrease. And if I have a strong brand, I bet I can get this even lower. What happens if only 45% of my total sales? All of a sudden, I have 11.25. And this is the magic. This is the hack for having profitable growth, making sure that you maintain a lower ACoS, but your strategies within your ads have to be focused in on that organic growth. And if you're missing that component, I guarantee you all you're doing is going to continue to pay Amazon for the pleasure of selling on their platform while you just continually make less and less profits. But speaking of ranking, I want to tell you one of my favorite sneaky strategies. I call it the competitor hijack strategy. And this is something you can do with product attributed targeting. So this is a little known strategy, and this is one of the things that, if added to a good exact match ranking strategy, can tip the scales in your favor. So this is added on top, and we've had brands where we've shared this with, and they could not break past a plateau of ranking. They couldn't rank any higher. They had tried everything. I gave them this tip, and within a month, they were ranked in the top 2 just by adding this strategy. So what is the competitor hijack strategy? Remember in the first tip where I told you that you need to be careful about competitors showing up on your detail pages and stealing your traffic? We want to take advantage of that, but we want to do it strategically. It's not just about finding the products that we are better on, that we have better prices on, that we have better reviews on. Those are all good and great strategies, but this strategy is strategic, it is targeted, and it is ruthless. And that is by going into the keyword. So here I'm going to use a black men's shirts again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search up this keyword, and I want to know who is showing up high here. So here I can see that there's this competitor, there's this competitor. I want to pay attention to who's sponsored as well. These guys are paying through the nose to be shown high on this particular search page. But what I can do is I can target this competitor, I can target this competitor, I can target this competitor all the way down. I want to target the people who are organically ranked. I want to see who is ranking high, because these are the competitors that are getting most of the shopper traffic from these keywords. Shoppers are coming here, they're seeing these products, and they're clicking into the top products. So what I want to do is I want to hijack that traffic, and I want to make sure that when a shopper clicks onto one of these products, I want to make sure that my product is going to be shown on their detail page. So remember how we did defensive targeting? You can do sponsored display ASIN targeting. You can do sponsored product targeting. And if you have a great video, why not also throw in a sponsor brand's video, show your product in full view on their detail page, because these are the guys getting the traffic, and we want to steal a little bit or as much of that traffic from them as we can. Please listen to me closely. Now, knowing these advanced strategies is one thing, but executing on them effectively, that's another. So if you want help implementing these proven scaling systems in your account, check out the first link in the description. And once you book your call, go and watch this video next, where I show you how to optimize an Amazon PPC campaign in 2026. After watching it, you'll have a clear guidance on how to do it properly step by step.